thing sweet. I will never let another try me like no weak. I'm pretty, but I finesse the teeth. I'm on a daily basis. I'm quick to break it down for them. We not friends and we not pals. Beating down your block, taking from they gals.
Welcome to NBA2K TV No Sleep Uno. Congratulations on being a finalist for the top play of the year. How do you feel about being one of the finalists? One of the few.
Thank you. You have no, I'm lit beyond explanation. It's just like.
So you have a crew that you run with, right, to try to get these top plays. I know you've been submitting a ton of plays over the year. What's that like? Are you guys just showing off and just beating people like me out there, or what's going on?
I've always been.
We are in for a treat in this matchup, Greg, with two conference rivals set to clash yet again.
Yeah, we're going to see some added effort and intensity, and don't be surprised if it gets a little chippy.
A look at the Bulls starting lineup. The wing set for him, Levine and DeRozan. Williams is out there with Andre Drummond, and it's Ball in at the 1. Now here's Levine. 4 on the clock, tries it from the top of the key. Offensive rebound, Williams, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Williams has got the first points up on the board here for Chicago.
Good positioning turns into a second chance shot for Patrick. Love that intensity on the glass.
Plumlee, the pass to MP, and the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Yeah, that's a good way to start the game. Nice inside bucket right there.
Outside Ball. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. That shot, no good. And the Hornets now going the other way. You know, Greg, we talk a lot about Ball's offense, but his defense is just as important to this team.
Kevin, very disruptive. He has terrific positional size, and he can anticipate where the offense is going.
Here's Levine, following the basket by LaMelo Ball. Ball, the pass to DeRozan. Ball with it. This game he had 10 points. Back to DeRozan. Hayward with some nice D.
Meeting right at the rim. He typically converts in those situations. Not this time.
And MP with the basket on the assist by Hayward.
This is the patience we talk about. Hayward waiting that extra half second, finds the open man.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Drummond, and Drummond throws it down.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Good work there as it goes. MP's got 6 points.
You see the game plan is working already. 4 straight makes to start this one.
Outside Levine. Back to Ball. Kick out to Levine. DeRozan against Hayward. Outside Williams. From deep three-point range. It's rebounded by Charlotte. They want to keep rolling here following the win against the Thunder.
Well, on the road, you don't expect to look so comfortable on the offensive end, but that was the story of the game.
Yeah, they look right at home, except they weren't. Great job of blocking out the noise.
And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Back to MP. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Charlotte?
Establishing a paint presence early in the game, it really helps and pays big dividends down the line because it frees up your perimeter.
And another thing Coach will be thrilled with, the assist numbers, spreading the wealth and creating some offensive opportunities.
LaMelo Ball is out there with MP. Then there's Jalen McDaniels. Then there's Washington. And it's Hayward in at the 4. So that's the lineup for Charlotte.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And you love seeing that great mobile one drive a second time.
And the awareness of his footwork and body on that drive. Wow.
Williams passes to Allen. Back to Williams. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
Unselfish, moving the ball. Love to see this kind of offense.
There's one thing that's become clear about this Hornets team. They've become one of the best passing teams in the league.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And Charlotte's passing has improved a lot in the last few seasons. Greg, even more.
Yeah, their assist numbers have been terrific, and they keep their turnovers to a minimum. That's a trend you want to see continue.
Here's what Charlotte's going with right now. Williams comes in for Washington, and it's Cody Martin in for Gordon Hayward. And a change for the Bulls. Jones checked in for Drummond. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Now, you may not know this, but Gordon Hayward was a two-time Indiana State singles champion in tennis. He says, in high school, I was better at tennis than basketball, but I've always loved hoops more. Thankfully, I was able to grow throughout high school to get to the frame I have now. He has certainly filled out in the NBA. Kevin, back to you.
Yeah, he sure has. He's been a terrific player to watch and follow. The injury is significant, but he continues on. David, thanks. And another turnover here by Chicago. 1:16 left in the first half of basketball. MP kicks the ball. Pass to Williams. Three-pointer. They get a hand on it. Bulls trail by 14. Here's Allen. And rebounded by McDaniels. MP against Levine. A nice shot by MP.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Ball, the pass to Allen. Williams against Levine. On the wing, MP. Defended by Jones. That one goes in.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
MP with it. Williams picks him up. MP's shot is good.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Got to run the clock and wait for the last shot.
Yes, you do, but it's a dilemma. If you get a great look earlier in the clock, do you take it?
Nabbing another steal. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end.
And Ball slams it in.
Well, now that they've settled into this game, you can see the offense is firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, the reason why they made the adjustments they needed to make. They are executing.
And so it's the Charlotte Hornets cruising into the quarter break with a 22-point lead.
23. Running onto the floor.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at MP in this game, guys, he has been everywhere.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
He's been very effective on the move, forcing the action, getting to his spots, and finishing plays.
Taking a look at the Bulls, Levine and DeRozan, the lethal wing pair. Andre Drummond is out there with Williams, and it's Ball in at the one spot. Kick out to Levine. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will retain possession.
Bulls ball.
And Chicago has possession. We know you need talent to win, Steve, so how critical is basketball IQ to winning at the highest level? How important is it in that equation?
Kevin, it's everything. A playoff series can turn on a single play, and the guys, you can tell the difference who has a high basketball IQ and an average IQ. It does make a difference.
And it's DeRozan with the ball for the Chicago Bulls. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Levine passes to Drummond. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. Drummond's got his second bucket of the night.
Instinctual pass by Zach LaVine. Doesn't hesitate to feed the wide open man.
And the Hornets call time here.
Kevin, what's so impressive to me about LaVine? It's the all-around play. He affects the game.
Substitution on the court.
Let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Hornets.
I think they've looked to dump it down low as often as possible, and so far they've been super successful using this attack.
Another place they've had the upper hand tonight is in transition. They've gotten a bunch of their points off the fast break.
MP, good.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Chicago has gotten 1 of 6 three-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. And White kicks to Williams. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Outside, White. Off target with his three. The Hornets on offense. They're on a 16-7 run. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Zach LaVine.
And the defender all over it.
The Hornets shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. Grayson Allen's checked in for DeMar DeRozan. And Chicago shooting just 33% in the second half so far. They need to look at more high-quality shots.
Beautiful location on the pass, as usual. Led his man perfectly.
To the inside. MP. It's good. The assist that time from Ball. Ball's got his 8th assist in the game.
With the assist.
Here's Levine. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Levine's got 5.
Beautiful play when it comes to explosive dribble moves. LaVine makes it happen.
With 1 on the clock, and so it's Charlotte rolling along with a 27-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting.
74. The Bulls. 47.
And now let's take a listen on head coach Steve Clifford.
That was all decision making. Great job with the personnel.
Substitution on the
New group
court.
on the floor now for Charlotte. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. 1:49 left in the game. The big man on the floor. It's Washington and Plumlee. Rozier on the wing along with Hayward. And it's MP in at the point. So that's the Hornets' foul.
They can foul you to stop you. DeRozan with the strength and vertical ability doing damage inside.
1:43 left in the fourth quarter. Here's MP, and he uses the glass on the layup. MP's got 11 points here in just the second half.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
To the paint, stolen by Ball. And here we go, fast break, Levine's got it. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
All-star in this league, Zach LaVine gets to go to the line.
Steve, it's been tremendous to see Zach LaVine reach his all-star potential in recent years.
Kevin, you can tell he's loving it too, right? But yeah, this was a long time coming. He's at the top of his game, earning his spot among the best players in this league, Kevin.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Hornets.
Look at their number of assists.
You know, they didn't get stuck in those one-on-one situations, and they got the ball to the guys with the best matchups. Easy drives, open jumpers, and great ball movement.
And now racking up there, I can't believe I'm seeing it, 71st victory of the season. Wow. Not something that happens often. What a ride it's been for this team.
And they're going to bring this season series to an end with a very nice victory here today. These teams spent a lot of time on the floor together this year.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for MP.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
For 3, Levine. A rebound by Washington. This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level. Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Especially during this last run, which ultimately put the game away.
So no problem for Charlotte as they get the win. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And that'll do it, folks. Now for Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA. Here on
Mayor, you crazy.
Well, the community has voted. We've tallied up all those votes, and you, my friend, are now the sole winner of NBA 2K23's top play of the year. How you feeling?
I feel like y'all playing a prank on me right now. Because
No, you got it, man. That was the most iconic lob since Wade to LeBron, my friend. That was unbelievable. This ain't no prank. That was the best alley-oop we've seen.
And with all the injuries this year, the championship is really a matter of who's left standing.
Yeah, I think there's some truth to that. Clearly, you have to be good, you have to be healthy, and some of that requires luck when you're talking about being healthy. And so it's obvious over the years that typically championship teams have been the most healthy teams. And some of that is good fortune. But I think another part of it is the training staffs of those championship teams. They're critically important to preventing injury and then helping guys work through injuries when they happen.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Toronto Raptors. Anunoby and Barnes are the forwards. Then it's Fred VanVleet. Then it's Pascal Siakam. And it's Batten in at the 2. And so here is Toronto following the bucket by the Hornets. Pass to Batten. Oh, great D that time from MP. Hayward for 3, and he buries his first look.
You know, you can do so much with Hayward offensively because he's versatile. He's good off the bounce, and he can catch and shoot as well.
No team has had to make more sacrifices than Toronto during the pandemic.
You were right about that, B.A. I mean, they had to change their home base to Tampa. In essence, they spent an entire season on the road. It was tough for everyone, but the Raptors faced some big challenges. One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call. Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Here's Siakam following the bucket by the Hornets. Anunoby finds Van Vliet. Pass to Siakam. 5 to shoot. To stop the run. No luck on that one. Oh, Hayward with some nice D. And MP gets it to go on the assist by Plumlee. MP's got 6.
And I love their energy so far. They're now 4 for 4 from the field.
To the paint. Here's Siakam. And Siakam with the slam.
The defense just can't let Siakam get inside positioning like this because he's looking to dunk it home.
Here's MP. And MP throws it down.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
So it's Toronto now, following the bucket by the Hornets. Here's Ball. 8 points in his last time out. To the middle. Here's MP. He got a piece of it. Hayward against Anunoby. Up top, Barnes. Pass to Van Vliet.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Now Siakam. Here's Benton. Back to Siakam. Can't hit that one. And the Hornets going the other way now. Last time they met in Toronto, where they beat the Raptors.
In their last game against this opponent, they secured the win because their second unit really stepped up. And you know what? If they run away with this game like they did in that one, I'd expect to see plenty of minutes again for the guys coming off the bench.
Now here's Barnes. He had 25 points in the win against the 76ers in Philadelphia.
Terrific all-around effort. He did a great job of creating for himself and others. And when you look at Van Vliet on the floor, you would think he gets targeted on defense. But for a player his size, he more than holds his own. An outstanding first quarter from the field. You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Low resistance to the finish line.
Yeah, staying with it and looking to expand this margin. Hard-nosed takes like that will certainly help.
Here's Benton. He's coming off a 10-point game against Philadelphia.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
And the bucket is good. MP's got 10.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference. And, you know, establishing that physical dominance early gives you a big mental edge, too. Don't discount that.
Now here's Van Vliet. What a tremendous game he played against Philadelphia. Banton can't get it to go.
I don't know if you can credit the defense for that. It was just a missed opportunity.
And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
And here are the Raptors now. 15-point game. Coming off that win against the Sixers.
And most of the arena was totally against them. But they looked inward, trusted each other, and made good plays. Well, you know, the cohesiveness was evident out there. These guys feel like they can win in any arena. And they proved it that game. Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far. And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. It's the Hornets up by 15. And we'll be back in just a minute with the start of the second quarter.
Your Hornets use 6.
And if if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And for the Hornets. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Hornets.
You figured they might want to come out and run, and it's been the key for them early. They're just feasting on fast break chances.
You know, another point I'd like to add is that they've had tremendous success early on converting turnovers and turning those into points.
Well, Clark, it's getting harder to find players' true positions. We've got bigs who bring the ball up the court. We got guards who defend at the post.
Yeah, it's a very different kind of a game. Actually, we hear this phrase positionless basketball all the time, BA, but the skill level of players is so vast now. I mean, everybody handles the ball, wings and bigs, and you mix and match skills across the court and at every position. So a lot of diversity in the skill set of players in today's game.
Barnes passes to Young. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Young is often overmatched because he's not as big as other power forwards, but he still finishes inside at a high rate.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, Pascal Siakam's play had dipped for a while after he got the big bag. He said, it was like, you got the max contract, but are you the guy? That's something I really struggled with. But there's still another level that I can get to, and I see myself as an all-star, and there's a lot more to unleash. Brian?
Yeah, just now entering his prime, Allie. Thank you. Oh, MP with a block. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by MP. Just a superb read on defense to come up with the block.
Yeah, obviously he had the shot well anticipated, able to shut it down with authority.
And the Hornets making a change here. Oubre's checked in. Banton, he's checked in for Toronto. Barnes, no good. For Charlotte, they've gotten 7 of 13 attempts to go here in the second. Out to Oubre, to the inside. MP, and he converts the layup. MP's got 19 points.
He's been a steady presence for them. Nice to have that kind of safety net at the offensive end.
Oubre against Anunoby. Barnes passes to Siakam. Second chance shot. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It goes on Mason Plumlee.
You can see the length come into play, whether Siakam's facing up or back to the basket.
Richards is checked in for Plumlee. The Raptors also with a sub. Flynn's checked in. Inside. Oh, and the dunk by MP.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Siakam outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Can't connect from 13 feet out.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
And so it's the Charlotte Hornets up 25 big ones as we head into the next period. They've done well to disrupt.
47. The Raptors. 22.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Charlotte's gone 5 of 8 from outside the three-point line in this one.
Easy to see that this Hornets squad loves to play at a fast pace, and for good reason. They're built to do just that. They push the ball up court fast and hard, and they really work hard to try and catch the opposition unprepared and unalert.
So the Raptors 5 right now. Barnes and Siakam serve as the big men as they go small. Then it's OG Anunoby. Then it's Fred VanVleet. And it's Banton in at the shooting guard position.
All you got to do is get open, and Ball's handling the rock. He's going to find you. LaMelo's got incredible passing ability.
And when it comes to their up-tempo play, do the Hornets' youthfulness play a part of that, you think, Clark?
There's no question about it, BA. I mean, a younger squad definitely, I think, means more natural energy. So they've got more gas in that tank. Their amber light rarely comes on, and they can really outwork more experienced older teams in some cases. Certainly not the kind of night he was looking for at the offensive end, and it's had a ripple effect on the team.
Out of bounds, it'll be Toronto's ball.
You know, I think he may have forced that pass when there was really no reason.
Foul charge to Charlotte, number 10. Second personal foul, and the third team foul.
56 seconds left in the third quarter. Van Vliet against MP. Oh, there's the alley.
Making the correct read right there. Otto Porter showing you his basketball IQ.
And we just had to see that mobile one drive one more time. Great stuff.
Yeah, he has that fight in him. Love the aggression at the rim when they were trying to claw back into the game. Taking it right at the rack. I mean, that defense is looking real frustrated.
Well, they should be. I mean, it has not been a good performance for them at that end of the floor.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead. You know, he just has not been himself this period. Just too inconsistent up and down at the offensive end.
Anunoby finds Siakam. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Siakam's got 8.
A long swing player. Siakam uses that 6'9" length down low.
And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
An elite scorer, demonstrating once again how fast he can fill it up.
Quarters of play in the books. This one's all but over already. It's the Hornets running away with this one. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter when we return. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that
the Hornets. Plumlee's checked in for Richards. Rozier comes in for Oubre. And MP is subbed in for Ball. Achua's checked in for Toronto.
At the line for one.
That's good from Plumlee. Well, if you want consistency at the 5 spot, Mason Plumlee is a good player to have in the rotation, Clark.
Could not agree with you more. Be a consummate professional and extremely hard worker. Rebounds at a high level, and he is one of the best playmaking centers in the NBA.
At the forward spots, Hayward and Washington. MP is out there with Terry Rozier. And it's Plumlee in at the center position. That's the Hornets 5. MP shot is good.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, he swipes the ball away again.
With every steal, he continues his march towards the record books.
Looking at his season totals, he's got a good view of third most steals in a year. What a defensive season for him. Pass to Van Vliet from behind the arc. It's rebounded by Charlotte. And here's Charlotte. They're on a 10-2 run here. Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Washington's shot is good.
Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
Van Vliet outside. And so Charlotte takes this one by a big margin. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate their masterful performance.
Man, are you crazy?
Slamming open space, looking good, standing tall. Be lying, blind, liking pictures off the wall. Young rich, feel like I got some.